Hello warriors. Last week, Mr. Arijit Sen had posted a doubt about ankle and heel pain in ankylosing spondylitis. So today, let's have a look at different types and different causes of foot pain associated with ankylosing spondylitis.
Ankylosing spondylitis causes foot pain by three mechanisms. One, synovitis, that is inflammation of the joints. Secondly, enthesitis, which is inflammation at the areas where a ligament, muscle, or a tendon attaches to a bone. And thirdly, dactylitis. Dactylitis is inflammation of the entire toe. So, in this case, ankylosing spondylitis can cause inflammation of the toe joints, this and this joint, as you can see here, this joint and this joint. It can also cause inflammation in the midfoot area. These are the joints that make the midfoot. So one can have pain, swelling, and at times redness in the midfoot area or in the toe joints. It can also cause inflammation in the ankle joint, which is the other joint in the foot. So there can be pain, swelling, and at times redness in the ankle as well. Secondly, as I said, apart from synovitis, it can cause dactylitis. Dactylitis would be inflammation of the entire toe. The entire toe would be painful and swollen, and even at times red because of inflammation. Thirdly, it can cause enthesitis. As we already saw, enthesitis is inflammation where a muscle, ligament, or a tendon attaches to a bone. There are two locations where ankylosing spondylitis causes enthesitis in the foot. One is the Achilles area, and secondly the plantar fasciitis. Achilles area, these are the calf muscles that get converted into a tendon, and the tendon attaches itself into the foot bone, the calcaneum. This is the area wherein there is enthesitis and cause pain and swelling here. Secondly, there is a fascia called as plantar fascia which gets attached to this area, the lower part of the calcaneum in the foot. It can get inflamed here. This is enthesitis and can cause heel pain. Here you can see dactylitis. The entire toe is painful, swollen and red. This can happen to any of the toes. Here you can see inflammation in the ankle, wherein the ankle is painful. And second, there is enthesitis. It is this Achilles tendon where it gets attached to the calcaneum bone is inflamed. So Achilles enthesitis that you can see here because of ankylosing spondylitis. Plantar fasciitis, there is a fascia called as plantar fascia which starts from the undersurface of the calcaneum bone and then spreads out into the foot. It can get inflamed at its attachment to the calcaneum, leading to pain in the heel. This pain is maximum early in the morning when one wakes up and after periods of inactivity. This is exactly where it hurts. Now all these conditions, synovitis, enthesitis, and dactylitis, all of them, if they are present, it means that ankylosing spondylitis is active. You should be consulting your rheumatologist and discuss about better control of your ankylosing spondylitis. As far as plantar fasciitis is concerned, symptomatic relief can also be achieved with the help of silicone heel cup. This is a soft cushion like heel cup which can be kept in the shoes or in the footwear to achieve better symptomatic relief of the pain. Lastly, there are a few other things apart from ankylosing spondylitis which can cause foot pain in a patient with ankylosing spondylitis. As you can see here, this lady has absolute flat foot. Generally, there is a gap between the lower part of the foot and the floor, something which is called a medial arc. In a flat foot, this gap is lost and this leads to mechanical pain in both the foot as well as the ankle. Apart from clinical examination, a detailed foot analysis can be done and an insole can be made to take care of this pain.
That was the Stand for ACE video of the week. Thanks for joining in. Before I log out, let me remind you, this is an interactive forum. Feel free to post your doubts, your queries in the comments below the video. I would be happy to feature them in the subsequent videos. Thank you.